Yeah, I'm here holding down. I know there's not anybody watching right now, but we had a slight technical difficulty on the prior um, broadcast, so I just brought us up, trying to get us back. Um, Trying to get us back. People will filter in here soon. Just bear with us a few minutes, all right? Thank you. Oh, there we go. We got Thomas back in here. Yeah, man, they cut us off. Well, when Marcus joined Thomas, um, yeah, when Marcus joined and he exited the show, it took us off the live. So yeah, I was busy trying to call Marcus to make fun of him to let him know that he messed it up.
I'm sorry. I
Oh,
didn't know
there
I
he
did that.
goes. And then you know we live too. Or you just coming on.
I did not know I did that.
Yeah, you did. It's all good. I think I set it up, man. I think I set it
They
up.
said the CIA cut y'all off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I see that people starting to come back in the room. I put the link out for
How
everybody
are you still going live?
because I just restarted it. I restarted it. That's why I just named the show Continuation. I had to do a new one. They wouldn't let me start on the old one, so I just had to improvise real quick just so we could get it. Just so we could get back to it. I don't know where E or L or
Hmm.
Glory is, but it just looks like I'm here for Dolo. Marcus, what are you doing, man?
My bad.
I don't know. Look, y'all, I don't know if Marcus is a little lit, but or maybe he can't hear us. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that was drunk Uncle Marcus, man. We just had an opportunity to get him in. Um, we didn't. I don't like being the only one on here. Okay, here goes L.
I'm
There
Klaus.
we go.
Oh God, not that. What?
And I'm just waiting for E to get back in too. And
That's
L, can you
fun.
make sure that Jack has the link too?
Yeah.
He had Glory did not.
We got
Oh,
it.
okay.
We're
And we're
square.
back. Hey chat. Love you guys.
Yeah,
It's
thank you
TGIF.
everybody for coming back. I had to call Marcus and let him know. Of course, he didn't of course he didn't whatchamacallit. He didn't answer, but then he just came on the live a few moments ago.
Yeah,
Anyway,
thank your
TTRA is horrible.
yeah, thank your girl Variant for me because she was in the chat telling everybody, yeah.
Yeah,
In the chat
I just learned something with StreamYard. You can't just like go back. You just can't go back on being live. You have to
you have
set
to do it
some.
again,
It has to be set in
essentially.
advance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we? There we are. Now I'm in the
Okay.
chat.
And Jack has the link, so he should. There you go.
Hello.
All right, Jack. Yeah, we back. All right, cool.
Hi,
Look like
Jack.
we got everyone back in the building. Good. And Marcus came in and he left again. So he's like an addict right now. He can't leave it alone. He's at the wedding and he tapping his his vein like, oh shit, I don't know what to do.
What was I gonna say?
But anyway, we were asking. I think where we were last left off, we were discussing Ukraine and the
The
bombings
biolab.
by Russia. and we were talking about the biolabs. Now,
Mhm.
again, I don't think that I haven't seen anything beyond that guy's thread.
No.
I haven't seen Russia come out and say, "Oh, these are the sites we've bombed." Of course, we're
They're
not
not
going
gonna
to.
though.
Yeah,
If they
correct.
did
And
do
we're
that,
not
they
going to
wouldn't
have.
say.
Correct. The United States is not going to come out and say like, "Hey, we lost all these laboratories."
Marcus.
Either. And so, oh, they go Marcus in the
You
chat.
guys, we misplaced all the pathogens.
I think we know that
You're
you
good,
didn't know you
Marcus.
did that, Marcus. I think we know that you did it.
We think you took the presenter role on accident when you closed out of the app and into the stream, dude. I think that's happened to me before.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was talking about the biolabs and everything, and then we were saying that there were rumors about Russia actually bombing these labs or whatever, but there's no evidence of that. Is what we were getting to, chat. So, if you have evidence, send it my way. I would love to see it. Like that thread that I fact checked. That guy. Huh?
That
What?
wedding must be boring as fuck.
Seriously.
How's the wedding
spell-
going, Marcus?
How open is the bar?
It is good. I am having a lot of drinks, and it is fun.
Really?
I just want to say hi to everybody.
Hey,
Okay.
Drunko Marcus.
Hey, drunk old Marcus.
Hi,
Drunkle
Drunk Marcus.
should do one of our plays as Drunkle Marcus.
Yeah, Jones.
Okay. All right, dude.
Oh my god.
Y'all are gonna make me like anime giggle, and it's not gonna be pretty.
Oh man, this
Rupture
is
some
funny.
eardrums.
But regardless, trying to keep the show somewhat on track and
Right.
flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there's no reference.
It is rather excellent.
Sir.
Rather excellent indeed.
Sir. A moment.
Marcus, why are you so delayed?
Thank you,
That's
Signs.
what I
Thank you for forgiving my screw up. Yes, it is drunk, Uncle Marcus. Yes, I am slurring kind of hard.
Drunko Marcus,
Busted.
turn the baby.
You're
Take a
on
moment.
such a
Take a
delay,
breather.
bro.
Take a breather.
We'll see you in 2 minutes.
I'll send Chris a picture of me somewhat looking dapper, but right now it is. I am not in any shape to come on camera.
Clearly.
You know
Did the
how,
wedding
Okay.
go as planned?
Uncle Mark? I am really drunk this time.
You look like a
Yeah, we
college
will be taking the
professor
Uber
with the
home.
bow tie and everything.
We're partying on Wilshire Boulevard
Okay. Don't put your
rooftop
Don't dox yourself.
ceremony. It's
Not
kind of
Leo, please.
spectacular, very very beautiful. I'll show you guys some pictures next week when I come back. But I guess I will stop
Okay.
distracting you. I know Elle probably has serious topics she wants to get into.
Oh yeah, I already did that. I'm going to the
I'll say
funny
I'm
ones
not
next.
trying to.
Are there whistles?
I don't want to mess you guys up and throw off the groove or nothing. Just want you
Stop.
guys to have a lot of fun.
Stop. Get to the
Drunko Marcus.
Comments. He definitely looked like the dude who was going to college to give a 4-hour lecture on philosophy.
Yeah.
If you look
On
at the
the-
camera,
Lost you getting fucked up.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Marcus.
Take a breather. Get some
now
water.
he seems to be inebriated to some degree.
To some degree.
Only a little bit, sir. Only a little bit. I'd like for you to stop using all those big words.
Oh,
Daniel,
sir.
it's not called for.
Anyway, can we get
Some
back to
degree.
the show?
Inebriated.
Do you have any monkey stories you want to regale us with?
I'm not inebriated.
Yo, Marcus, you are lit. Marcus,
Go to bed, Marcus.
Whoa.
Go home. In an Uber or something.
yo, Marcus, put the phone down. Tell Liz what up. Hit me up when you get to the house, man.
All right, yeah, I'll give you guys a call. I'll give you a call when I leave here. But everybody in the audience, you guys have a good night. Chris,
Bye.
L, Lori, Jack, everybody have a good night. L, guys, keep
Hi,
doing
brother.
a great job. And oh yeah, any questions you guys have when I am sobered up to answer them, I might be doing a live stream sometime next week. So I will see you guys then. No questions about me drinking. Talk to you
Sleep
guys
well.
all later.
Sleep
You
well.
guys have a good night.
All right.
Bye,
Don't
Well,
end our
get home
broadcast. Just put the
safely.
phone down.
Stay safe, Marcus.
Unmute yourself. I mean, mute yourself, actually.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Okay, he did it successfully.
That went
this
well.
time. That was good.
He's gonna
We are
totally
going to ask
watch
him
that
as soon
and-
as he
and
comes
love
back,
every moment.
right? I
Hey,
mean,
Kelly.
it's our civic duty.
This is what you came for, everybody, right?
Yeah.
This
That's
is
right.
what we
Yes,
all
Kelly,
thought our
we get
evening was gonna
We can
go.
inebriated.
crank the tank too. All right.
Okay. Anyways, Klaus, Bill Gates, DTRA, Supreme Court nominee, Russia, Ukraine, everything in between. What else did we miss? Propaganda, we got that.
I think
We
we
did
got
cover some
propaganda.
bullshit.
I saw. Did you guys? Are you guys getting like the alerts for UBI?
No.
No.
Oh yeah, UBI was coming up. That's right. I forgot. That was in the.
Have you
What's
seen
going
it?
on
Like,
with UBI?
That's part of their
did-
plan, by the way.
correct. So I was earlier this week. I was talking to Variant. As I'm talking, I look at my phone. I'm checking like my Google feed, and there's stuff there about. And it came from the Sun, right? So I just want to cite the source, just so make
There
of
you
it
go.
what you will. But at the end of the day, it was like, there are people filling out applications for UBI in like Kentucky and several other states as well. I didn't even know they were like actually doing that shit.
Yeah, I had
I
heard they
just
were gonna do something like that, but I thought it was gonna be.
correct.
I
So
see.
it,
Thought it was gonna be.
yeah, I
late.
don't know if you see it, L, but yeah,
Yeah, I
I
can
just
send
wanted
it
to know. Yeah, I just want to know if anybody else was hearing or seeing anything about that.
You talking
Not
about it the
me,
first I've heard of
honestly.
it.
No, I guess they're like keeping track of that, huh? So New York during the pandemic, like what's going on with UBI? That's interesting.
Didn't the
For-
Cato Institute
on.
originally come up with the UBI idea? Or am I thinking of something else?
Maybe. Well, we know like based on history, like that was a thing that Martin Luther King was really about back in the day. And then it got co-opted eventually, of course, as everything does. Oh my gosh, there's so many cities. Damn. Atlanta.
Yeah,
Mm.
Jack, you looking at this? Like, just scan through
That
it.
would
It's just
explain
crazy.
something.
It's
Okay.
insane. Everything. Oh, and the Vax card, the digital ID situation is coming to pass as well across the United States,
Wait, what are you talking
various cities. Oh, they're doing the like QR codes, for the Vax. So you have to like show the ID, but they're doing it digital. And they're bringing that out, and they're doing driver's licenses, digital driver's licenses in like Australia. I think it was Queensland, but I can't remember exactly.
about?
But all this stuff
Universal
is
basic
coming out, you know.
Look, go to the bottom where it says we pay for your stories.
Open
Ooh.
deadline. Oh, I guess they really were doing it. I didn't know anything about it until you brought it up. When did this come up? 20.
Where is that? Like,
The
at
26th.
very end?
That's today. It happened today. You didn't hear anything?
Yeah, so
about it?
the article was written a couple days ago, but it seems as if like they're trying to keep this like a live article and they keep updating it. accordingly.
Yeah.
So obviously you could see on the one on the screen was updated only about close to 40 minutes ago. But this caught my eye, and I'm just saying, like, as we're opening up and we're going back to work, and people are no
Yep.
longer just being told to stay home. I wonder how this works and what the stipulations will be for people to actually get the money.
Some of these are like
Because it's
raffles,
going to
and
come
some
in
of them
from.
are others.
And
I
the WHO
assume it's
has an
something.
app coming out with T Systems, the digital ID vaccine verification app.
But the thing that's crazy is they keep saying that, we're gonna give you $12,000 and that'll take you out of poverty. I'm like, who the fuck are they like?
I know. You don't know
What?
any of us like that.
I'm just saying, no matter, I mean, unless you live in certain parts of Mississippi, I would assume, or maybe somewhere up in Wyoming with, and I'm not trying to diss anybody. I'm just saying, like,
Right.
$12,000 is doing what? Where? Here in South Florida, $12,000, that's probably not even 6 months of rent.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like 4 or 5 months of rent, depending on where you live,
Yeah.
Less than that
In-
here.
Yeah,
It
in
seems
Los
like
Angeles, in California, $12,000 is about 6 months of rent for a 6-inch box. Yeah.
A shithole. Yeah.
Yeah.
I live in a shithole, but it's pretty high priced. Oh, let me put in the chat. I forgot where we were in the chat here. So I'll put like a link to this article that I'm reading from Reuters. But anyways, about the WHO's new vaccination verification app and how, it's not going to be used for digital ID purposes. No. Don't worry about it.
looks
Look
like
at all the cities. And look at all the cities. They have like different plans for each city, right? Like Columbia, Alexandria,
can you put that
Washington.
I'm putting that one in there too.
put that link in here.
I'm putting all the links. I got y'all. I just need to figure out which. I have a lot of pages. A lot. It's an article on UBI. I got y'all. If you need
See,
anything, just
they're
let me
saying
know.
for the Cherokee. They're saying for the Cherokee tribe in North Carolina that they're gonna get $4,000 to $6,000 a year every tribal member.
You know what they're doing?
Until they
flooding
don't.
the zone. They're flooding the zone with all the UBI ideas to see what works and what doesn't work.
But
and
it's
what is
going to
the
be
probably
connected
most
to
aggressive. Oh yeah,
to
absolutely.
the QR codes. So be careful. Like, don't just say, oh, they're giving us money. They care about us. They don't.
No, they
They're
don't.
doing it for a reason. They're using this as an opportunity. And probably
Let's
not
look
even
at
as
New
that.
Mexico. New Mexico, 100 young parents enrolled at Santa Fe Community
Right.
College.
I think
400 a month.
Atlanta
for 1
is
year.
supposed to. It's only covering Black women in a poor part of town or something like that. So it seems very.
Who are unlikelier, according to statistics, to get the vaccine. According to the statistics, Black people are less likely. So they're going to give them money until they take it away.
Yeah,
right?
participants,
There you go.
850. Yep, 850. That's what I just read. 850 Black women initially in
Yeah.
Atlanta's Old Fourth Ward.
Gee,
So it's
I
not
wonder
even.
what strings are attached to that. What do you got? What hoops do you have to jump
Florida, formerly incarcerated people.
That's interesting.
That's
The Illinois
kind of
one got into the
crazy. But
lottery.
you notice they said 850 a month for 2 years. Some may receive a lump sum payment. Again, I wonder what you have to do to get that lump sum payment. I guess you have to show
Yep.
you would have to show a severe hardship, right? Like maybe you're being evicted, maybe you're being foreclosed on, maybe there's a foreclosure sale scheduled.
It's a quid
I
pro
don't
quo,
really know.
Chris. It's going to be
I mean,
a
of
quid pro
course.
quo.
Yeah, I just wonder,
There's no such thing as a free lunch in the US or anywhere else.
It's ironic that it started to come out right when inflation started to get bad, gas started
Correct.
to go
Yep.
up, food
That
costs
was the
started to
point.
go up.
To bring
Glory,
it
here
in.
you
Usher it
go.
in.
Glory and L. This is where it starts getting into you guys.
$500 a month.
Gee, thanks.
$500 a month. That's
For
about. It's
San
about.
Francisco.
And it
rent.
only covers 135 people. That's
So
ridiculous.
$500 a month is probably either a third of your rent, being generous, or 2 to 3
Not
weeks
there.
of groceries, depending on how much family you have to feed.
San
Almost
Francisco
Now
is
we-
very high priced.
And that's me being generous. That's me being incredibly
Yeah.
generous.
I don't know about Santa Clara. That might be a better deal. I think
Yeah.
that's probably a
Shadow,
better
brother.
deal.
miss your
Orale,
beard.
Shadow.
Do you see Klaus, Shadow Band?
Here they go with
Oh, let's
Atlanta.
see what
You see this
LA's
one?
rent is. Let's
Is
see
that
what
you,
LA's
500
Papa?
a
rent is.
month.
500 a month in Los Angeles.
That is
Oh, wait,
nothing.
scroll
300
down.
Atlanta
4,000.
residents.
I was
Wait, what is
working
it?
Oh,
downtown.
Back
1,000
up.
a
What is
month.
3,000 people.
That's so fucking
Who are those
helpful in Los
people?
Angeles.
Where are there 3,000 poor
see.
people? Because
So
I
hold
see way
on.
more.
This is legit flooding
hold
the
on,
zone.
guys.
Look at this shit.
Hold on. So
Yeah.
you were asking about Atlanta. So look, 300 Atlanta residents who live 200% below, who live below 200% of the
Damn.
federal poverty line.
Give me a
Jesus
break.
Christ.
That's ridiculous. And it's only 300 people. 300. It's like
Look, they call it the
disgusting.
big leap. Look, they called it the big leap in California. That's more like
Yeah.
a shallow jump. Like,
Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
$1,000
I mean,
a
That's
month
more
for
like
1
dipping
year.
your toe in.
$12,000. That's nothing. In California, that's nothing.
No.
Yeah,
That's
In
nothing.
Marion
No.
County,
that's not even enough for rent.
It's not.
it's not even enough for a bell.
Less than nothing.
Yeah. Most people. Unless you live in a shithole. In a little
and the
box.
thing is, they cut this. The parameters are just so 125 low income women raising at least one child under 18. I mean,
Three
It's
paraplegics
means tested to the
that were formerly
Instagram.
ballerinas.
That was like when Kamala Harris was running for president, and she was trying to outline like the requirements for the Pell Grants or some shit, and it was like 88 students maintaining an A+ 5.8 GPA in high school, with a single mother and a disabled sibling or some shit like that.
Damn, 25,000, Thomas?
Oh,
That's a lot.
Sacramento, bro! Sacramento's ain't shit. $300 a
That's
month.
sad. That's more than what
Sacramento's like, here's two
Pelosi
parking
pays
tickets.
for in stocks.
And I
Yeah,
looked
go
up
ahead.
one
that's
of
what
these.
Pelosi pays for an ice cream. Like,
That's one
I
haircut.
looked up one of
Exactly.
these programs,
That's one
They-
illegal
less
haircut for
than.
her own rules.
and they
That's
only
less than
opened
a
it from
haircut.
what, like the one in Atlanta, the Impact program was only open from January the 26th to like February the 2nd. But this
Yeah.
article came out.
I was just gonna say the reporting on some of these is already closed. Like if you
Right.
just found
Some
this
of them
article,
are
you're already
right. All of
fucked.
them are already gone. They're closed.
This is how they
Wait,
do that
there's
shit.
another
It's the
LA
Good Old
one?
Boys Club, or then they do a lottery and they try to
They
make
have
it
one in Compton.
look
The
equitable.
Impact one from Atlanta.
Yes,
is
this is
already
better than
closed.
the
That was
vaccine
closed
lottery,
almost
but
a month
still.
ago.
Yeah,
Closed a
Although
month.
they're probably going to attach it to
So
that soon.
that one in Compton is still ongoing. It still has another 10 months left. And they're giving you what, $1,800 every 3 months. So what is that, $600 a month
Yeah.
for 2
Y'all
years?
see the comment from Thomas about the
Yes.
25,000? That's insane.
I saw that.
Now that's a
But I
fucking
don't-
bill. That'll take care of the bills. That would do it. They ain't willing to go
Hey,
that far.
what's good, Tina?
America.
Duck gang. You know
They're gonna
what's
spend
up,
that on the
Tina?
wars. They're not spending that on us.
Shout out Tina and Shadow, lovely couple in the chat.
Hey SD again.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Hamza,
He was
how
getting
you doing?
dubs last night.
looks like they're
You
Yeah,
know,
they
it-
don't
it's
duck around.
It's interesting to see what they're trying to do. But again, with these programs, of course, the way they'll start it, it will seem very it seemed very good. Like the reason behind it.
Yep.
Oh, we just want to help our working families, our struggling families. Our families aren't. But I just wonder what strings you will have, what will be tied to it,
Yes.
as Varian said in the chat, because they're going to make you do something to continue to get this money. We just don't
Yep.
know exactly what it is. That's the dangerous part. And I see the same thing for like Medicare for all. I used to be a big proponent of it and just say like,
Yep.
yo, we need this program. We need this program. But given everything we've seen over the past 2.5 years or 2+ years, having Medicare for all may not be the greatest thing. They may make you do certain things
Yep.
that you don't want to do that are not in your best interest in order for you to get this benefit. So the Medicare for all, for UBI, these are things that's like, damn, they would be very helpful. These are things that we should probably be doing as a whole, but the people who are orchestrating, running this, controlling this, they don't have our best interests at heart. So we have to be
Mhm.
very wary of taking shit from them, because taking shit from them is not like your neighbor. It's not as if any
Yep.
of you came to my door right now. I give you a plate. I don't need anything in return. These people are very much so, oh, I gave you a plate. Remember, now I need you to do something for me. So
That's how they
it's a
roll
little
in their daily
correct.
lives. Like in their own business practices, that's what they do. So why wouldn't they do the same shit to you? Like it just doesn't
Mhm.
make sense.
I mean, and it's like, especially looking at these programs now that the article is going over, it's like it's clearly not really doing anything to actually alleviate poverty, or well, not necessarily alleviate, but actually lift people out of poverty.
Because it
So
hadn't
it's
fixed the
like,
systemic issues.
They
yeah,
need
Exactly. They
poverty.
haven't fixed any of this.
yeah,
Right.
it's
I
like,
told
if
somebody
I'm
that the other day.
honestly
Yeah.
like people always
This is
like
window
use
dressing.
the fucking,
Yes.
oh, welfare queen stereotype, da da da. And it's like, listen, if you see no trajectory out of poverty, like, I don't blame people for using their food stamps to buy lobster or some shit. Like,
Heck yeah.
and I wouldn't be
It's
surprised
their
if that's what's
money.
happening with UBI, because realistically, it's not actually lifting people out of poverty.
And actually, Gloria, that brings up a story just real quick. There's like, I don't know, like if someone asks me for money, like I'd try to do what I can. Just, and like people always like, well, they could spend it on liquor or something. I'm like, maybe they fucking need it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, you don't know what they're going through. Jesus.
I
You
heard
know, I
another
say that
story
And
too.
they
Like,
spend on liquor too. Like what's funny is the
We
hypocrisy.
were literally
not to get-
getting beer while that
not to
guy was saying
interrupt.
that, and I'm just like, you hypocrite.
I know. And then the elites themselves are drinking all the time. For
He
fuck's
got
sake.
pissed because
Like,
I gave like a 6-pack or something to this guy, and I was like, dude, fuck off. Like, you know what I'm saying? You
Right.
don't tell people what to do with their money.
it's
Exactly.
like that because, as I say, I deal with the homeless people a lot around here. Like I often say it because I literally go right outside and there's homeless people all over the place, right?
Same
So
here.
with that being said, some of them really just do want to get high. Some of them do just really want to beer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, who
I
the
had
I
that
heck
just
really?
wouldn't nod out. I would probably try to reach out to them on a human level and be like, look, I'm not judging you. I've been there. I know.
I
like,
talked to
try
one
to
while
relate.
he was doing it. And then there was a guy who's like a cop or whatever, and like I had an interview with the guy while he was trying to smoke, and I was like, "Hey, could you not do that on camera?" And then he was like, "Yeah, okay." And then he stopped, and then after the interview, which went horribly awry, and I felt like an exploiter, so I didn't even keep it. The guy behind me was like, "Hey, put that out because we don't want anyone to see it." And I was like thinking to myself, how am I different from that guy, empathy wise? Like, where I was like, hey, don't do that on camera. How am I different from this guy saying, hey, don't do it in front of the tourists? So I really gave me a moment to really reflect on my own humanity at that moment and my empathy and the lack thereof at that time. So yeah, I can share like bad experiences with you guys because I can feel like it's the human condition and we all make missteps and stuff. So we should be able to recognize them and move on and become better people,
but
better
See,
versions.
Hey, anybody live in West Hollywood? They said there's no conditions linked to it. To qualify, you must live in West Hollywood and be 50 years or older.
Well, shit.
Yo,
I'll move.
But look how
I'll
low
move
that
and
number
I'll
is,
walk away.
Chris, versus like 300 for the other one, and I think like another 300 for the black ones. It just seems to
Look,
The less you have, the lower the bar for eligibility, the less people they take. The higher the bar is, the more people they seem to take.
Most people in West Hollywood are fucking rich, though.
I was going to say that poverty is needed in America because poverty is big business.
Yeah.
That's why evictions are big.
Exactly.
Why evictions
and they have
are
to feel
big
good
business.
about themselves for pretending to care about it.
Having
If your
student
system
debt
is
is big
fueled
business.
by endless consumption, it's going to start consuming
Yes,
people.
Misha.
Yes, Misha. That's a fact.
Exactly.
That's
Hey,
why I
shout
never-
out Hunter
You
in
need
the
it
chat
because life
too.
is so hard. Exactly, Misha.
Hunter!
Like,
Yeah.
Hunter.
Yeah,
Hey,
Shadow,
Hunter.
get on a stream with Hunter.
Come to ladies. Well, yeah, come to ladies. We'll take you as a lady.
Yeah, Hunter
and then you can
and
wear
Al,
a wig or something.
Hunter and Elle are frequent guests on Lucky Burrito's ladies stream on Sunday, and it's Lucky, so you know she's always welcoming anyone
Hey,
to
Warren.
come on. So if you're a girl in the chat and you want to jump in on Lady Sunday, then hit up Lucky wherever she is.
It's more laid back on Sundays as well, guys. So it's not like intense, like information overload for me. So you get a more laid back version of myself, a more
But do you-
comedian.
You know, I'm looking at these things. I'm trying to
I'll
read
braid your
through
beard,
it.
Shadow.
Right? And yeah, Shadow, you got that good beard. You know, mine won't go that well.
I did notice that his beard is amazing.
It is glorious.
Yeah, mine.
I've got
is
a little
just
bit of
nappy and
Magnificent.
it is
I
what
mean,
it is.
right. Mine doesn't grow like that. I respect.
Look,
you.
I had a gap right here until I was about like 29, 30 years old. I was like, I'll never have a beard. But you know,
Me too. It just used to grow in all crooked on the sides, and then I totally get that.
Yeah, Shadows
yeah,
is
it
like
did. It
fully
really did. I didn't
Hey,
understand.
bro, Shadow, we gotta get you on a stream with Rob Juno so y'all can have a beard off.
I want to be on.
well, Jack, you don't show your face, so
I know. I was going to the other night. I gotta get like a setup. I'm just gonna wear those glasses, like those classic disguise glasses with the fake everything.
He was, Thomas.
And
he was.
Chris, I want to also point out the other reason why they're doing all of these UBI plans, because his ratings are in the toilet, and when elections start to come up, Biden or whatever other Democrat who doesn't give a shit can say, "Oh well, I supported UBI. I supported giving them all that money when the inflation got really, really bad."
But so did Trump, is what you could say back to that, because like he literally started.
He's only one person, you guys.
I gave you the money because I care.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
bare minimum.
And all of it seems to be geared towards like single mothers. Like, what female with children who's not legally married is not going to lie? Shit, I'd be like, yo, I'd be with somebody like, yo, go get this money. I don't exist. I'm not here.
Like the child tax credit too. Like the child tax credit.
Marry me, divorce me, and then marry me tomorrow.
Who's pretending to have a child?
Yeah, no, divorce me today, and we just mess with each other forever, like without papers. It's just, I don't know why they don't say families here. We're going to help you. The singling out of women with children is, look, do they need help? I'm not saying that they don't deserve help. So please don't get lost on that part. What I'm saying is the unit could use assistance. Why not assist the unit instead of choosing a singular part of that whole group? Because anyway, like I said, they could be doing this way better. I'm just concerned about what strings will come with it after the fact. Like, do you have to follow it up with the vaccine schedule to continue to get this money? Right?
Is it taxable?
Correct. Is it taxable? Do you have to vote for a certain particular group, et cetera, et cetera? I mean, look.
Probably.
Exactly. So
you want to.
We can't put anything past these people.
Yeah. It could work like a social credit almost. Like that could be your social credit. Say something good about the government. Do the right civic duty, and you can become eligible for this program.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
extensive too. If you go through it, it's very extensive, and obviously you can look into your own state's governments to see what they're doing, how to go get that money, and what have you. But just be wary that
That
a
date,
lot of
that date gap is just what really pisses me off. Where they posted it today, but it actually happened like over a month. So it happened like a month ago. So I mean, I looked at it and it was on the news and everything, and I was just like, I didn't hear any until I saw it here today, and we were talking about. I didn't hear anything about it. I didn't hear anything about any of them really up until just now when they just started posting it en masse today. It's weird. It's weird that these have been happening and there hasn't been like an overwhelming. There hasn't really been an overwhelming amount of a spotlight on it, and I'm just. It doesn't solve poverty. It won't solve homelessness. It won't solve evictions. It won't stop the rich from getting richer. I mean, I would like to have it, but I'm consciously aware of the fact that there must be something I have to do
It's the
or
cheese in the
give.
trap.
Right. There's something I have to do to
Yeah.
get it.
There's always something
So-
that you have to do to get these.
Unconditional doesn't work for America unless it's for the rich. So
Right.
Mhm.
correct. They will get to do anything and everything they want. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part.
poor people
But
jump through hoops.
we're at about, I think, 2 hours 20 minutes now. I think I'm not good at math, but I think that's total like more or less where we are. Does anybody else have anything they want to add to it? Jack, Glory, you
Real-
guys are our guests today.
Yes, I actually do.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Hold up. I'm about to share the graphic here. If y'all know me, I've been talking about my friend and Pakistani YouTube streamer, Mr. Wilson, these past couple
Yay.
days and weeks, really. There's a chance for a settlement to be made. And
Okay.
pretty much, but the caveat is, and listen, I'm not like demanding that anybody raise this money for themselves or like don't donate. If you can't, please don't. But you have to add it to the stream to share the graphic. But by Monday, I believe it is, they need to raise about $1,200, and right now they're about a third or half of the way, I believe. Just because when I first heard it, they already had about a quarter of the money. So did you add the graphic to the stream yet, or? Because yeah, there we go. That's him. Like the graphic said, he stands falsely accused in Pakistan for helping two Korean girls escape this rich scumbag and an abusive situation. And in turn, false allegations were lobbed at him and his family. So, but they have a chance to make a settlement, I believe. And if they can come up with that money, then it'll be over for them. So, we're hoping for the best. But again, please don't give if you can't. But I do want to put it out there because we are trying to blast this just because we want this to end as soon as possible because, he's very, very innocent in this. Literally all he does is just shitpost and make people laugh and stream. And, we don't want him to have to worry about false charges from some rich oil money scumfuck. So, yeah, that's that. Free my man Wilson. And, yeah. But other than that, I do have some stuff to promo. Tomorrow on Sunday, Savvy Sabs, she started her Women's Summit tonight. So tomorrow at 8:15 East Coast time, 5:15 p.m. Pacific time, I'm going to be on the women activists panel for Savvy Sabs Women's Summit. So looking forward to that. No slow news day tomorrow because Steve and Pasta are going to be busy doing business stuff in Vegas and Arizona and whatever.
Yeah,
So,
business. I saw the little
yeah.
messages this morning.
Business.
Business in Vegas.
And
Yeah,
air
okay.
quote business.
Steve, I
Yeah,
know.
it's for
Him and
Adam
Glory, they're in the
Kokesh's
illegal
birthday.
ferret
It's for
garment
Adam
trade.
Kokesh's birthday in Arizona. So, So because they'll be off doing
It's gonna be a
that,
secret quest.
no Slow News Day on Sunday unless if something happens and we end up going live. But either way, you know that Slow News Day is here. But every morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time, Slow News Day is airing the morning show, and every Sunday, except for this one, of course, at 10 a.m. Pacific time is when we do our big ass Sunday show. I'm also on Free the Truth with Comrade Misty, where we talk about whistleblowers, political prisoners, persecuted journalists and activists, and you know, anything related to that. This past week we talked to Tara Reid. This week we are trying to get in touch with Jeffrey Ventry, who was one of the whistleblowers from who was a former veterinarian or trainer at SeaWorld and was a part of Blackfish. We're trying to get him on because Lolita, aka Tokite, who's the show whale from the Miami Seaquarium, is sick and could die soon if she doesn't receive proper care. So we want to get him on to talk about that, and not to mention we've always wanted him to get. Yeah,
that's making the news here, Glory, like locally.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
like, you know,
That's how I found out
same
about
here.
it, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah. But yeah, so we want him on to talk about that, and also I want him on because I'm just a marine science nerd in general. So yeah, hoping to get him on for that. But other than that, you know, we're going to be talking about anything political prisoner related. Let's see, Slow News Day for the truth.
Oh, Glory, I wanted to ask you though. I'm going this in relation to Sabby's program. I noticed I saw her clearly. She's posting her show. She's promoting it. Nothing wrong with that. You know, I think she does good work. The question I have is that there are several people who have kind of like opposing viewpoints, and it's not like just like I think we should go left at the fork. I think we should go right. No, there's some people that's like that are like, oh no, we need to like still remain part of the Democratic Party, and we need
like
to work
Marianne
with.
Williamson.
That's
Yeah.
precisely who I was thinking about. Yes.
Yeah,
So how
that's
does that
exactly
work?
what I was
Like,
thinking about too.
I was assuming that it's going to be people like us who think like us on along our side. We're going to have to be nice to that side because we're the ones who have to like kind of be like, oh yeah, I know you're not quite here yet, you know. Versus people who still believe in like Republicans or Democrats, etc. So how's that going to work? Do you think there's going to be any smoke, or you think you guys will be able to?
Honestly, don't know because okay, there might be a tiny bit, but like the panels are short, so there's not too much time for back and forth. But like this time I'm on a panel with Afeni, Medea Benjamin, which should be a bit interesting possibly, and Kashama Sawant, who's actually pretty awesome. And yeah, it won't be like last time for the General Strike Summit when my other panelist was a Shahid Buttar, and I essentially had to explain to him that electoral politics don't work. So yeah, I'm not sure. You know, I really can't speak for Sabby in terms of how these summits happen or how they come up with them. But yeah, I don't know. I hope that like some of these panelists catch the smoke though, especially Marianne Williamson after putting on that fucking what was it? Take Back the House shit. But yeah.
Well, she
That was
also
so out of touch it hurt my head.
Yeah.
Look, I saw the tweet. I saw the tweet earlier where you know the Biden administration is discussing giving you know billions to Ukraine to help them with this current situation, and her response
He
to
gave
that
it.
was like do it quickly or something like
Oh
hurry
my
this shit up.
God.
And I'm just like, so again, we're
Ugh.
coming out of lockdowns, people losing jobs, and all kind of just shit that where people here in America could use. Look, the state of Pennsylvania could use $6.4 billion. The state of New Mexico could use $6.4. There's a lot of places that could use that fucking money to do something good for the citizens that live there. And you have somebody who wanted to be
Flint,
president.
dude.
Yeah, and you have somebody who wanted to be president.
330 billion.
Yeah. She wanted
Sorry, I
to be
had to give the
president, and now
number.
she's like, hurry up and give money to somebody else. Let's give money to somebody far here. And it's just like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with these people? There's people here who need this shit. I don't understand it. Is there
350
money
billion.
to go around? Yes, but why not take care of your own house first?
Yeah, she's
This
out
whole
of touch as fuck.
mentality,
She's
this
out of touch
fucking
as
whole
fuck.
mentality that some people have is just ridiculous. That shit needs to go. And that's the only reason why I asked about the show is because we have to be nice and be the ones to like, oh, it's a, you know, you're being altruistic. Good job. You want to help the people. Yeah. But like the inside, it's like, motherfucker, what we doing with this bread?
It's got to be frustrating too, walking people through this shit in baby steps. I mean, like, oh.
Yeah, that's kind of what I had to do with Shahid on the General Strike Summit.
I mean,
I was
even
like-
I saw that too.
I remember that. I remember her explaining it, and I was just like, I was utterly amazed that like this dude was office. He was going to be sitting in office and making these decisions, and he just didn't seem to have any real idea what was going on, and someone else had to explain it to him, like
Yeah.
patiently.
I mean, I've
Like,
seen Glory
holding by-
explain reality to a hand, like more people than I can count.
Exactly.
Aw.
It's she's
I wanted
doing
to
she's doing higher work.
Aw, thanks,
fact
y'all.
check myself. It was $350 million that was given according to the Department of Defense. Anthony
Alright.
Blinken
Given to where,
Ukraine.
Al?
To Ukraine of our money that we didn't.
Well, they're
ask.
getting return on investment, L. That's what the money
Yay.
is. They're getting a return
Right.
on investment.
Tax
Yeah.
strike.
Exactly.
There you
But
go.
I'm
yeah,
doing
I
it
think,
alone.
What else?
So if we
I
could
don't
all
really
just do it
have
together,
much
that'd be
else.
great.
What else do I have to plug?
Mm.
I'm on Anonymous Bites Back frequently. That's Thursdays at 7 p.m. PST. And I have a Hive blog. It's at Zero Clips with 2 E's. I write there occasionally. Obviously not lately because I'm in school, so I'm writing a bunch of shit for that. But yeah, you can look out for it if you want to because there is some stuff on there. And that's it. I'm Glory and I'm on the ground and around. Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Hunter.
Thank you, Hunter, for coming.
We love you.
Oh,
See
it's
you
your first
tomorrow.
time, Hunter? Oh, I didn't know that.
Thanks for
Yeah,
stopping
we're
by.
fucking
It's my
nuts.
first.
We're really nuts
I was-
over here. You know, Marcus is the captain of this shit. Emmanuel's like second in command. I'm just
No.
here 'cause I'm owner.
Chris is second in command. I do the
Put the good
comment.
ship out of Fox.
And L knows where L researches and knows where everybody is.
I was
That-
like the cannons. I was like the cannons.
L's like the Assassin's Creed badassery, but like with research
Right.
and
Cool.
like pulling
Correct.
all this shit together.
Right.
Correct. And
Well-
we just, you know, but we have fun. We
I
have
ain't
fun
second
here.
in command.
You know, we try not to take
This was
That's that
ourselves
hidden
too
blade
serious.
shit.
This was
Call me
my
second
my
in command.
my
Listen.
roommate's first time watching, and he had a blast with
Hey,
everything
what's
that
good,
occurred.
L's
Hey, L's
roommate?
roommate.
Hi, L's roommate.
Wait, where you at, roommate? You supposed to be in the chat. You supposed to be telling us. Thomas, I see
He's
your
the
comment,
lurker.
Thomas. Hell no, I'm not.
See, and you know Marcus is the captain of the ship because when he's drunk, he sinks the ship, and that's how the stream ended.
That's
Thank
some straight
you.
ass Titanic shit.
It was
gotta
just
go
a
down.
vibe.
Who had to help him
Hello.
write his ship? His second in command, up in the corner, Chris did.
No, that was
I
funny. You know,
helped
look,
a little bit. I helped
look, I
get
was
us back
calling
on track.
Marcus. Look, I called him. I was like, yo, you drunk motherfucker. Like, yo, you chill.
Listen, Uncle Marcus.
Kick this off the air.
He just ended the stream without knowing it.
And you know, he was like, huh? Oh, okay. Like, so you know, that shit was just funny. It's good. You know, we all gotta get out sometime and enjoy ourselves. We spend a lot of time looking at our phones and devices and Twitter and Facebook and this and that. It is important that you do get out and enjoy life sometimes, you know. So don't I
Indeed.
I tell people, don't forget to go outside and enjoy the sun wherever you are. You need vitamin D, Kelly. I'm talking about
Bingo.
vitamin D, not vitamin D, Kelly. Please, let's get through a show without
You
being
need both.
nasty.
Hey, porque no los dos. Come on now.
I just wanted to say to Oz in the chat, yeah, I get that. I don't want to play a hate. I do like that idea of reaching out to people. As a journalist, I think it's a good idea to reach out to people. I've reached out to like Pfizer people, Best Buy people. I talk to people all the time, like human to human. It's not that I look at them like monsters or anything like that. I do want to establish a dialogue. So I'm not being like facetious or anything when I say like, how's Klaus? I really want to know if you met Klaus, what's that like? What's that experience like? I would like to know.
When I get trolled on the internet, I ask them how much they get paid and if they got a 401k or insurance or some shit like that. And none of them ever answer me. It's frustrating. It frustrates me.
Sign
right,
says
Kelly.
something to me. Oh yeah.
Yo, Kelly, Kelly.
Kelly.
Hey,
Oh my
listen.
God.
And you know what? It's
Kelly's got
2022.
zero shame.
2022, ladies and guys too.
Mhm.
Kelly.
She just says it right out there.
She does.
I love
She just
that.
I
shoots
mean,
it
listen,
right. She shoots it right
vitamin
across the bow.
vitamin Big D. It's not just
Big
for
vitamin D
ladies.
energy, right?
Yeah, big vitamin
We
D.
need
It's
some
not
big
just for
vitamin D
ladies.
energy.
Little
It can
D
be
that
for
causes
guys
the issue.
too.
Yes,
All those
Jack,
little
that was
D's out
good.
there.
Jack, that was really good, Jack. I don't know if they
I
heard
call
it,
it
but
the,
that was on
charlatan.
point.
I was gonna say, I'm looking at you, charlatan.
Uh,
Jordan charlatan.
Oh my gosh, I just remembered, speaking of dicks, Dick Cheney is still alive. I just remembered that.
God damn
Sorry. I didn't want to
Elle, you
bum
took
anyone
like
out, but it's true.
Elle, you took something good and you
I know.
Ruined it.
Just like
Elle
a virgin.
took them from like, oh, what we talk about to like
I thought it added necessary girth.
Well, we were saying big dick, and I was thinking Dick Cheney. He's big.
You know what? You
He's
got
a
a
big-
point.
Pile of shit.
I like the double entendre. of
yes,
it.
SD, I did. Thank you.
This was the best episode. This will go down in history.
And that was
as
our
best
episode of Cop
episode.
Talk.
Cop Rock? Did you say Cop Rock?
No, Cock Talk.
Cock Block. Okay. I was getting
Cock
excited.
Talk. Cock Talk.
Because I was like, Cop Rock wasn't that bad of a show.
Oh,
Oh wow. You guys are
It really
crazy.
wasn't.
So lastly, I'll end it. Have you guys been watching the Kanye doc?
No! I keep
No, I
missing
haven't.
that on purpose. I'm sorry.
It's actually pretty good. Like, I mean, clearly I'm a fan of the music. I remember that. I'm a New Yorker. I grew up in the 90s in New York, so hip hop is like just flowing out of me. The documentary on Netflix is actually pretty good. It gives you it makes you look at Kanye a little different, and you're kind of like, damn, why didn't you just stay how you were then instead of now? But it's entertaining to watch. Power's on TV. I don't know what you guys watch, to escape. But Power is on with Tommy. Did you guys watch Power by the way?
Used to. Watch it for
I've
a
never
little while.
seen it. I
I'll
didn't
say,
catch
I think
stuff.
I'll say this. I think that the decline of Kanye started with the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once he
Yeah.
Boondocks
That was
Boondocks called that correctly. He was like,
Yeah.
once they touched him, it's like his brain fell out and he just
Ah,
started.
bro.
Boondocks got a lot of shit correct.
The
Yep.
Kardashian curse is real, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
Lamar
Well, it's
Odom
almost-
is another
I think it's
example.
the dark incantations of having that ass.
Yeah.
What's funny is that I do believe that the curse is real, with the exception of Devin Booker, who plays for the Phoenix Suns, he is still balling out of control, and he's dating one of them. I'm surprised that he hasn't torn,
Which one?
a ligament to ACL.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
I'm
ask the
surprised.
surprised he
question.
hasn't
Which
gone the
one is
Tristan
it?
Thompson and Lamar Odom route. Cause
Which
yeah.
one? Which
I mean,
one is
when
it?
Caitlyn
Dating?
rests
It
her
has to be
sack on your
Courtney.
shoulder, is that the conversion
Is it
ritual?
Courtney?
I'm confused.
Which one is he dating?
Who? He's dating Kendall, I believe. One of
Ah,
them. He's dating the one that's really quiet and never really shows up on TV. It's either him
the
or Ben Simmons,
businesswoman.
one of the two. But they just love themselves some dark.
I mean, they're
basketball
technically on
players.
TV, but do they ever really show up?
Does anyone ever show up on TV?
I
Hunter,
know.
You're right.
yes. The answer to that question is yes. They stream
Correct.
6:30 p.m. our time on Saturday.
Yep. I was
Yeah,
gonna
'cause I
say,
think-
but I'm glad you
I
said.
think most of the chat is at least West Coast based, right? I know that was bad, but I think most of the
West-based
people
coast.
here.
They're
I know,
based.
right?
We're all based. Yay.
Yeah.
Correct.
Good.
But I think most of them
Right,
are.
right.
I know it's me, Emmanuel. Jack, are you on the East Coast too?
Yep. Ish.
Oh, okay, yeah,
East Coast ish.
East Coast.
yeah. There's some of us that's on the East Coast, but I know most of the watchers are like either Central.
There's like
or
flyover and there's BFE.
What's BFE?
Bumfuck Egypt. It means like no in the middle of nowhere.
Bumfuck
Oh, I
Egypt.
got you.
Yeah, gotcha.
I haven't heard that before.
Me neither.
You never heard bumfuck Egypt? Really?
Yeah,
I've
man. It's
heard-
like you get in a car with your friends, you're driving, and then like your friends
That's
like, hey, we're
funny.
going to BFE, and you're like, what the fuck? I did
Do
not
we
sign
have
up for
to?
this shit.
Yeah, no, I've heard
Yeah,
of
and then like
bumfuck
4 hours
nowhere,
later, you're in
but
another
not
city,
Egypt.
and then
I heard of nowhere, but not Egypt.
Yeah.
Oh, and last thing I wanted to ask you guys, since we're opening back up and a lot of people have moved and relocated, are you guys seeing more or less traffic in your daily moves?
Seeing more.
I'm
I
seeing
I
more.
see less,
and
and I can
Unfortunately,
explain
finding
why.
more. Ooh, what's
Hey,
your theory?
Misha, that's real bold of you to assume that I would own that piece of garbage that is in that movie.
It's about to
Yeah.
end, Cash. Sure.
With the
Only if
gas,
you let it. Only if you let it end does it end.
with
Nothing
the
ends
gas
unless
thing,
you
it
let
might
it.
change, but we'll see.
No, it's like here in South Florida, for instance, traffic is just picking up. It's taking me
Yeah.
40 minutes. It's taking me 40 minutes to get places that normally took me 15 minutes, last year before. You can just tell there's a bunch of new people here. You have people in the left lane who need to take a right turn. So they're flying across the
Yes.
highway, across the road. It's nuts. All of the license, just on my street alone yesterday when I was leaving out, I noticed there was New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. I saw Indiana and Maryland. These are just plates all on just my block when I go outside. So this place is getting flooded to the point to where it's not making any sense, and they're gonna fuck it up. So, I
Sorry
don't
about
know.
the plane.
You said
Did
the
you hear the
plane.
plane in the background?
Oh
What
no,
plane?
I didn't.
All right, I got a
Oh,
good mic.
No, I didn't hear
Yeah.
the plane.
I didn't hear it.
We didn't hear the
My mic
plane.
is
I
We
was
didn't hear
gonna
the
say,
plane.
Chris, y'all got all the snowbirds too that are coming down.
Correct. And that shit in Canada really didn't help either because we have a lot of snowbirds from Canada, period. With that being
Mhm.
said, everything that happened, there's a lot of them who are just going to come here and just look to stay permanently. So it's like right now, we're in season. I thought, the summertime would have been the season, but this is not Orlando. For us here, this is in season. This is when all the people from all the cold
Mhm.
states are here spending all their money. So good luck, like, getting a restaurant reservation at one of the nicer restaurants. Like, you're not going to get it. It's It's annoying as hell though, because they
And
can't
then-
drive.
Hey,
They
and in
taking
a
a-
couple weeks, you got the spring break crowd too.
Yep.
Yikes.
That's gonna
That's
Yeah.
avoid South Beach at all costs.
Look,
Oh,
South
yeah.
Beach during spring break. That's straight rookie season. Like that's amateur hour. You know, adults such as myself, we avoid South Beach spring
I was
break.
gonna say
Disney
I wouldn't even
World.
want to be around that
Locals
kind of
in
shit.
general,
No.
honestly, it's like unless if you want to get in a shootout, you're not really going to South Beach during spring break if you're local.
Oh, speaking of South Beach and traveling and all that stuff, did you guys see Delta say that that they're offering payment plans now for the flights? Did you guys see that?
No, I didn't.
No.
What the
I'm
fuck?
still not
That's
going with them.
weird.
Yeah,
That's
L, you can
weird.
look it up real quick. I think it was
Pretty soon
Delta
it'll be
that
square
said
foot of seat.
no.
They are
the-
desperate because people don't want to fuck with
Why?
them anymore.
The funny thing is, I don't know if you guys seen the movie Soul Plane. But that's
Unfortunately,
about
yeah.
to be-
Yeah, I have seen that.
Thank you for making me
Stop.
relive that trauma, Chris.
Oh, God, so funny.
But that's
Actually
about to
sat
be a
through
real
that
thing.
movie.
Like,
Actually sat through
We're
that
about
movie. I sat through the whole
Hey,
movie.
my favorite thing about the Soul Plane was the fake Soul Plane 2 trailer that aired on the Boondocks.
yo, that was
Ah.
hilarious.
That shit was so funny.
Killed me. Oh my god.
I got an
But yeah,
article.
you're gonna have a bunch of ghetto hood ass people who've never left their block gonna be on a plane traveling to. Oh my god, this is gonna be so bad. Oh,
Yeah, I can foresee it, Chris.
It's
just think
Amex
about all the
too.
people who have never flown anywhere. They're ignorant as fuck in their own neighborhoods. Now they can get on a plane for $40 a month, right? They'll pay that little $40-$50 a month it is, and they could go anywhere they want. Yo, these
Buy
planes,
now, pay later.
correct?
That's the
Yes,
scheme.
yes.
You know they're going straight to South Beach too.
Did you get
And
it?
it's
I
already so cheap
shared
to
it.
come here, and they just gonna be flooding here. Oh man, it's gonna be bad. Look,
Yeah,
the
fucking
motto for Florida.
trashing the beaches, then coming back complaining about our food. Like, bitch, you're only saying that because you got caught in a fucking tourist trap with your dumb ass. Like, shut up.
Correct. So the motto for Florida will be strong. Come on vacation, leave on probation, come back on violation.
I love it.
That sounds like a well-rounded trip there.
Did you get it? I
Yeah.
shared it.
I'm pulling it up, Al.
Yeah, it's Amex and Delta both. Buy now, pay later. Scheme. CNBC.com.
Oh God.
$100 or more. Like,
So
Oh,
yeah, you can
Jesus.
see that. You can
Pretty
see
much
that
every
right
flight.
here.
Ah, that explains it. The Amex
Pretty
credit
soon they're
card.
just gonna put like seats on the wings, dude.
so they can charge interest. Got it.
Yep.
yeah.
Bruh, it's
That'll
funny.
be your interest payment. Will be you got to fly on the wing seat.
I know it's
They're
funny
just
whenever my
interesting.
parents show me pictures of like how the interiors of planes used to look, you know, when they were young, and I look at it now.
They were
and
like
I'm
fine hotels.
I know, and I'm like, God damn, y'all had such nice plays, nice seats. What the hell? Like,
They
what
gave up
happened
inch
now?
by inch of those seat spaces, and then now it's just sardines.
It's like every time I watch like old movies with my parents that involve planes, I'm like, yo, this ain't realistic at all. Like, where's TSA? Where's a security check? Like, your parents can just walk with you to the gate. What the hell is this? And they're like, no, I used to be like this. And I'm like, well, wow.
TSA used to get a little too friendly with me. I don't know if it was
Yeah.
because I
Yeah,
looked
I don't-
sus or they just wanted to say hello, but they have a weird way of doing it.
Hey, bro, those random. I once got a TSA, one of those TSA random checks when I was on my way to Washington, D.C. for the Clovers for Assange protest. They wanted to check my bag, and like they checked my carry-on, and like the first one or two things they pull out is the fucking Guy Fawkes mask that I was carrying with me, and I'm just standing there like, okay.
Mine is where they pull out the lithium battery and they're like bitching about my liquids, and I'm like, that's a lithium battery, and then I'm about to finish my sentence about saying, no, I can short it in 5 seconds, and I'm not going to finish that sentence, but you get where I'm going. Like,
Yeah,
people don't think about that.
Yeah, but they don't know that. The TSA agents don't know that. They just know that you can't have any liquid, you
It's
can't
so
have any.
stupid.
Oh, I
lithium,
saw a colleague say
can't have
that.
this
and now
and this and this.
he's on a list now, so he's got his own little assigned marshal and everything.
Yeah, bro. I've had them like swipe my phone for drugs. I've had them swipe my hands for like cocaine. I've done all the extra traveling bullshit nonsense.
Well, being a disabled person in any way is actually a perk because I don't have to go through the machine at all because of my arm situation. And so I just get the residue test. Well, because I don't go anymore. But since 2019, I haven't been out. But before then, before the apocalypse, that's what happened when things were a little easier. But I don't see me getting on a plane anytime soon pretending to drink for 5 hours. So it's probably not going to happen.
I want to develop a holographic mask and just save everyone.
I do. I get a lollipop. I get a lollipop, and I just like start. Yeah.
I just don't
Yeah,
have
we're
the
not
energy.
gonna take that. We're not gonna take that no left way, Glory. I'm just saying that makes sense. You got to keep something in your mouth just so that they cannot,
Your ears pop.
mess with
Mile
you.
High
Again,
Club,
we're not,
guys.
look, we're not being funny. This is not a
It's a
joke.
family
I'm just
show.
saying, this is literally how you avoid dealing with having a flight attendant say
my
something to
real
you. You
laugh.
have to keep either a lollipop, a cup, or something in your mouth affixed to your
I know.
face so they don't say anything.
It's
You
just
know,
Yeah.
too
or
much
you just get
drama
the
for me.
or you get the window seat and you face the window. You wear a little hoodie and you just pull that shit
Yeah,
right
you
down
just
to your
like,
chin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
especially
you
because
can
with
put
my
it
hair,
in
it
your
covers
armpit.
like, yeah.
What
Keep
if you get a
talking to your armpit,
carrot?
they won't
I
bother
just don't
you.
want a carrot. Go on, Jack.
No, you just talk in your armpit, and they'll usually leave you alone.
I don't know. I don't trust these LA flights at all. I'm sorry. Maybe in another
Oh,
state
LAX
it
is
would
just
be worth
fucking
it, but
absurd.
like it's fucking
LAX is the
insane
worst
here.
fucking airport ever.
I'm
Oh my
never
God.
going
It's
back
I
like
don't
a
even think it should
garbage
be
airport.
calling it an airport is like a disgrace for all the already shitty airports.
It's like for
I mean,
a
it was already
large,
bad. Like it's
for
gonna
like
be way worse.
the main airport of a large metropolitan area, you'd expect it to be a better airport, but no,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fucking garbage. The traffic is
Burbank is
terrible.
better.
Like it's always under construction.
Yep.
Nah.
There was a shooting.
It's always
there.
messier than a Century City toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, dead ass. One time, I went from here in Convo's place in Pasadena to pick up Steve at the airport, and he was at like Terminal 5 or 6. It took me like 25 because it was at night, so it took me like 25 minutes to get to the airport. It took me longer to get from the beginning of LAX to fucking Terminal 6. Like, nah, I was done.
It's supposed to mean LA International, which I don't know how you get
I
that
was-
out of X, but okay.
I was waiting for a flight, and this is how like ridiculous their shit is. They literally boarded 3 planes at the same gate and didn't tell anyone which line was for what plane. So
I know.
everyone
Oh,
that
they do that.
scanned their shit had to get into another line. So they just did that. They never realized that they should just call the boarding groups separately.
No.
Oh yeah,
That's
I was like,
ugly.
they're fucking with this. I'd look to like 3 other people beside me, like they're fucking with this, right?
They still do that too. They
That's
board like,
ugly.
they board like three consecutive flights. Like it'll be one that leaves at like 5:15, then one that leaves at 5:30, then one that leaves at 5:40, and they'll all board them at the same gate. They still do that.
Or you go to LaGuardia, then they shuttle you over to your plane, like fucking what the fuck, dude?
Bro, the
I've
shuttles are
never been
so
to LaGuardia.
the shuttles are so fucking dumb too, because they make you wait like 20 minutes in this packed shuttle to drive like 50 meters across the tarmac.
And the airport is big.
Yeah,
I almost
Atlanta
had a
is
heart
huge.
attack running through Atlanta.
I was gonna say Atlanta's a mess, especially when you have the layovers. They're like,
Connecting
oh,
flight, any domestic flights. You know why they do this on purpose? They save money because they have all domestically from one area, and they have all like small city to city flights leaving from a whole other area, just because it
Mhm.
saves them money.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Atlanta's like, oh, we're gonna land in like gate A, and your connecting flight is like gate Y, and
C
literally
32 and
you got to
Oh,
put
it's
on like
annoying.
rollerblades and like a jetpack, and you better hope you make it over there because
you gotta
you're
like
gonna
be
get
like you gotta be
Exactly.
like free climbing and like fucking going through like the terminals and like when you get
Yeah.
the
And
little
listen,
walking escalators.
I don't know who's the fucking cunt that came up with adding commuter terminals to airports. But
Thank you.
fuck you.
Thank you. I hate
Like,
them.
fuck you,
I
actually.
hate them so much.
And
It's
the
like-
boarding groups are fucking absurd.
Yeah, it's like, yeah,
It's
you gotta
classic.
wait 20
Triple
minutes
gold,
to catch
diamond,
the shuttle.
platinum.
It's like, listen, you go through
just like
security
the-
at this terminal and then walk to the end of your terminal, wait 30 minutes to get your shuttle
Yep.
to go to the other terminal where your flight is
Yep.
actually boarding. Like, yeah.
And then if you're in New York, you got to take a train after that. So it's like a lot of fucking moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. I was just talking about this at work yesterday. I'm like, why are you paying to like skip security? Why are you paying to like board the plane faster? Whether I'm seat 1 or seat 20, I'm always gonna be the last person on the plane, right? Because I just wait. I don't want to be on the plane any more time than I have to. So I typically am the dude
I don't know why
that's
you
waiting
would.
until
Right, I
the
don't know.
very end to board the damn plane. Why the
The
fuck
only
am I
thing is
paying
space. They
to
want
sit
the
there?
space.
I'd be the guy that like someone would be staring at, like that one jerk that would like want to try to get up real quick and get everything out, and then I'd be helping people with their bins and like doing all the shit you're supposed to do, and they'd be getting pissed. So I'd just be taking my time and giving them compliments and helping them, not really holding up the line, but just
Yeah.
Oz, the
Although I
train
do
is
be in a
the
rush to get
subway.
off those planes because I just want to get off.
No, like getting off is fine. I'm just talking about like why am I paying extra money to get on the plane
Yeah.
and wait for
Privileges.
they're going to wait. You know what I'm saying? That I don't do. It's just get there early, have some headphones, and that's it. Chris, you need to be
God damn, Kelly.
I mean, the
It
truth
just
is
goes
screaming.
all the way.
Well, since 9/11, though, it's been easier for us in my complexion to travel because they're just like, they just some hood rats. They looking for the Middle Eastern dude. So, black guys, we look at each other in the airport like, man, we not number 1 no more. We not number 2.
I still get all those extra security checks through TSA though. It's annoying as hell.
I don't.
well, when I was
I do-
traveling for work, I had to carry my work shit, and all that shit looks like dead ass just wire cutters, like loose ends of cables. Like I had to repack all my bags because every time I'd go through, they'd be like, "Why do you have wire clippers?" I'm like, "I'm a technician. Like these are my tools." They're like, "Well, why do you need wire cutters?" And I'm like, "To cut wires." And I'm like, "Do you see that blade? That's not even a blade. That's a crimper. It's a metal plate."
Correct. Yeah. Exactly. I know all those tools too. Variant was flying last year. They banned her from fucking Spirit because she wouldn't wear her mask. She
Of
got a
course
letter.
it's Spirit. Of
Jeez.
course it's Spirit too.
Yeah, Airlines, of course.
She
B, I'm
got,
flying with you sometime.
she got a letter from the what is it? The Department of shit. I can't remember, but she actually got an official letter from the government, like, oh, your case was referred to us. We reviewed it, and we're not pressing any charges or taking this any further. But that shit was funny, all over a mask. You know what I'm
So
saying? She got
stupid.
banned. That
I
shit was
feel
funny
like
as
of all
hell.
airlines though, Spirit would be the one that would let you not wear a
No.
mask.
No, they're fucked. They've
It's
been
like
fucked
y'all
for a
cool
while.
with whole ass fights breaking out in your fucking terminals,
Yep.
but you got a problem with someone not wearing a mask.
That's where we live.
That's our world.
I'm disabled, so
Correct.
I get on the plane first, and I do like it because I get more space, and hopefully help from people with my luggage because I can't do it myself. Which I can use the disabled thing to get them to help me now, so that's cool. So I don't have to do as much work. Although sometimes when you're on the subway, you're just fucked. You just have to deal with it yourself. It depends
Yeah.
on the day whether somebody's going to help you or not. Even if you are disabled, it doesn't matter.
SD,
That's New York.
you scared me for a minute there, SD.
I was
Uh-oh.
on a flight once. It was like I don't know if I don't know. I'm not good at sports, y'all, but one of those sports teams
Same.
See, I'm
apparently
not good at sports
all
either,
the
Jack.
guys
So
booked the
like,
same areas because they apparently we all had the same thought, which was that this the flight pictures are always bullshit. So we thought we were gonna have all this leg room. We all get there, it's like dudes my height and taller. One dude was like 6'10", and we're all looking at each other like this isn't gonna fucking work. And then like there's like open ass seats in first class and all around us, and they wouldn't let us move.
That's so stupid to me. Like the class is
Exactly.
bullshit.
Once you close the doors and we're about to peel, if there's open seats, like just let people sit
It's
with
so
it.
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know,
In
'cause-
concerts too, like
oh
that
my
happens.
god, I remember like when the lockdowns first started happening, like go back to like March of 2020 when the lockdowns like first started happening. LAX was like a ghost town. It was great
Yeah.
because I remember I had to go back from school because they were like, "Yo, we're going remote in the middle of the semester," and my flight back, it dead ass only had like 10 people on it. So I was just like,
That is
"Yo,
nice.
I'm chilling."
That
very
must have
nice.
been weird.
Look, there was some
I've been on
benefits.
flights before where
There was
someone's
some
dropped
benefits
shit
to the
and we've caught it.
lockdown. That was one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say, Jack?
Like flights where like like if you've ever dropped your phone on a plane, how fucking horrible that is because it like when you're
Ugh.
taking off and shit. But it was kind of some ninja shit. It flipped off someone's phone. They caught it. Someone grabbed it. Like just weird shit. I've seen some weird ass shit on planes. That's all I'll say.
I would love to have like a seat open next to me and just be like, but then there's that anxiety that kicks in when it's like nearing the end of the boarding, and you're like, okay, you still have it. There's still a chance that you're gonna keep it, and then they're like getting ready to close the doors, and you're like, come on, nobody come in, nobody come in. It's certainly not a kid, please, please, please. And then you finally get it, and you're like, yes, I accomplished
yeah.
something. That's a minor accomplishment in life, but it means so much. Or
Yeah,
meant
it is.
so much.
Well, guys, we're almost, I think, like close to 3 hours now, so we can wrap it
Yeah,
up.
we're-
It's 12:40 here
Yeah.
on
Let's
the
go
East
another
Coast.
hour. No, I'm kidding.
I know it's like 9:40 on the West, so you guys still got the night is still young. Even though my night is still young too. I can
Let's
still
party.
run out. But but anyway, Jack, thank you for coming through. Glory, thank you for coming through.
Yeah.
Glory, I
thank
think
you,
she
Glory.
got
Thank
out
you,
all
Jack.
of
We
her.
appreciate you.
Yeah, I think Glory got out all
Always
of
a
her
good
shout
time.
outs and
Yeah.
appearances. Jack, what about you? You have anything to plug or sell
Sure.
or anything like that?
Not really thing major. I should have a medium or some sort of shit up soon. Mostly just gonna put links to any like interviews or like things with Franco, like the crypto videos and the slide decks, so people can have them and shit. And also article working on with Shadow. We've ended up scoping it into something that's much larger, just because we're really looking at things from a systems like area. Like we've been talking about all day today. If you don't see the systemic issues, then what are you talking about? Like if you're focusing on one aspect. So work on that continues, and we just keep coming up with ideas. Like we want to do like live research sessions with people, just have just random ass people on and ask questions about the research we're doing, and if we don't know the answer, we'll show someone how to find it.
All
That's
right,
about
Miss
it.
L, Miss L, what about you? What you got going on? I know you're gonna go and be on Lucky Show. Is that tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. Good luck.
It's tomorrow, and I'm doing the podcast with or without a guest. Don't know yet. Haven't asked yet. Really hyper. What is the word? No, procrastinating on that because
Okay.
of the phone thing. But I have a new phone, and it works for at least 30 minutes, so I can have an interview for that long with someone on the East Coast or whatever. Jack, you are invited if you ever want to come
Yay.
on to my show. I would love to have more
Oh yeah.
information from you for the viewers, the audience. So yeah, Super Awkward Funcast coming up. Hopefully Monday. Yes, because I'll be busy tomorrow, so I can't do it until Monday, and then I'll put it up that day after a lot of hard work. But it's worth it. because I get the truth out and people need to see it. And sanity is still legal, thankfully, signs, and I stand with sanity. And that's where I'll leave you. Sleep well, everyone.
E, you got anything?
No, not right now. Just I got a bunch of other uh independent projects going on that like L I am also procrastinating on. So if you just want to follow me or whatever, you can just follow me on the Blue Maverick under Twitter. So, and I'm grateful for everybody that showed up. I learned a lot, and I'm appreciative of everybody who rolls through here. It's getting to the point where I can just tell where I know like everybody by name now. Just about. There's anybody I can look through the chat and say I don't know that person. I like that. I respect that.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add. Like I said, just be kind to each other, take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Good to somebody else if you're not right. So, work on your mental health, work on your physical health. Chris, go exercise tomorrow morning. You know, other than that, that's about it. We'll just try to stay sane in a crazy ass world. Don't believe what they say. Believe half of what you see, none of what you hear, or some shit like that. Just don't believe the bullshit. That's it. That's about it. But everybody in the chat, thank you for coming through. You came through to the
Thanks.
second one after Drunk
Much
Uncle
love, chat.
Marcus tried to sabotage our
Oh my
first
God.
show. We were doing really good. Marcus, we won't forget that. You messed us up. No, we're just-
Check the
No,
previous
No,
one
Drunk
out.
Uncle Marcus.
We'll never let them live it down. Like never.
We won't.
Other than that, as usual, everybody who came through, our first time listeners, last time listeners, and repeat listeners, we appreciate everybody coming through. We'll see you guys in the cyber world. Some of us will see each other, offline. But tune in next week. Everybody here is on different programs and shows. Follow their different Twitter, their websites, and everything else they're involved with. Slow News Day, that's where Hinakami Kagura comes from. If you don't know who that is, look that up. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. We out of here. We'll see you next week. Have a good night.
Love
Have a
ya.
good night, guys. Thank
Sleep
you.
Much
well.
love.
Bye.
All